What's up, everybody? It's your girl DJ. Welcome back to DJ's Dynasty. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the support. I am so shocked at the milestones that we have met. Like, I've reached my goal every week. And I'm so excited. Like, there's just so much more to offer. And I'm here. And I'm showing up, and I'm glad you guys are showing the support and you're showing interest in what I do and what I like to do. And it is just that cherry on top. It's that motivation that just keeps me going. I'm like, I'm doing what I'm doing, but then you got people behind you that's just there for you. That just supports you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said on my Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you don't have to. But if you do, it's gonna be at Katie Jallow, KadyJallow. Okay, and basically, I'm just saying, if you want to support me, if you want to follow me, do that while I'm still alive. Stop waiting until a person is dead to follow me. Like, what's the point? What's the point to follow me or subscribe to me when I'm dead? What you waiting for? Y'all gonna look at old pictures? What? RIP, RIP, that's it? I don't need that in my life. So if you're present, then you're present now, all right? The time is now, not later, not after, not when I'm no longer alive, okay? All right, so thank you. With the title, thank you for clicking on the video. With the title, you already know what's up. So I'm just here. Girl talk, boy talk, whatever you want to have talk. Like, this is a talk between me and you. And you just go ahead, chat it up in the comment section if you have an insight. And there might be a part 2. Actually, I really want a part 2. So just comment down below, and I will definitely collab with somebody. One of my commentaries. What do you call it? Anybody that in the comment that want to collab, let's collab, and we'll just go ahead and do a part 2 of this. But basically, we're just gonna jump right into the video. How do you know if you're keeping the right person? How do you know the person that you're keeping is the one for you? You never know. But you can always make the effort. Like, at the end of the day, if you know that you made the effort to make sure that the person that you're keeping is the person for you, then you've done your job. You just gotta let God do the rest. With prayer, of course. But first and foremost, you wanna have somebody that's truthful. You gotta have somebody that can be truthful, and that somebody that flexes with a reference. Don't. Girls love to give the benefit of the doubt. Girls love to give the benefit of the doubt of somebody. No, this is your time to be selfish. This is your time to actually discipline yourself. Be like, oh no, girl, you know, don't look at the muscles, bro. Don't look at the muscles. Don't look at the teeth. Don't look at the shoes. Don't look at the drip. You gotta let him flex with the reference, and don't give him the benefit of the doubt. This is a time where you actually analyze what he says and how he backs it up with what he does. If you get what I'm saying, all right? What he says versus what he does. Okay? You want to get somebody that keeps his word, because if you guys don't have that word, that's you basically almost have nothing. That's where you can't communicate with someone who does not keep his word. You cannot have an understanding with someone who does not know the value of keeping their word. You know what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost. Second of all, yes, marriage is the ultimate goal. So yes, marriage is the ultimate goal, but it's not the only thing in life. So just because you don't find the person that I don't want to say marriage is the ultimate goal. Okay, marriage is the ultimate goal, right? So when you are seeking someone, just have marriage in mind. The person you want to spend the rest of your life with in mind. Have that in mind, okay? But if you do not find, if you hear these Humpty Dumpty ass niggas upstairs, like, each one of them niggas is probably like, and excuse my language, I do not need to use this because some people are offended by the word and some people are not, and I use it and I don't want to use it, so that's, excuse me. But these people are like 500 apiece, and every step, and I just can't wait to get out of here. All right, but let's continue. But anyways, marriage is the ultimate goal, and when you're talking to somebody, don't waste your time. Why would you keep somebody that you kind of feel like you might have to change them or alter certain things about them? No, don't waste your time. It's not your job to try to change someone into somebody. So the person that's for you is out there, right? but you're too busy trying to build up a person that is not for you. That's the mistake we all make. I made. And I don't know if I'm still making it. I don't know. But that's it, it can be with your friends, family, just people. Stop trying to add things that people don't qualify for. Stop adding stuff to their resume. You know what I'm saying? Take them how they are and you accept it and swallow that pill. Yes, marriage is the ultimate goal because yeah, you want to go to heaven and people say it's half of your religion. But if you eventually do not find the person that's really meant for you, you're not going to hell. Okay? You're not. Like, so just take it easy. Like, live peacefully. That's peace is your ultimate goal. And yes, you have that conversation with God. And if the person doesn't come through, if you know, then that's on them. They're missing out. Okay? Be aware of men. Be aware of men who use the term a woman should, the prophet blah 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 said a woman should, the hadith said a woman, somebody who's always altering the word women into their sentences as a reference to how you're supposed to behave. You better haul ass. You better run. Don't run. Don't be like, oh, he's so religious. Run, my friend, because that right there, he's trying to bend, flip, and control you in a way that's going to have you suffocating and hating him and everything that belongs to him in the long run. Instead of him working on himself and trying to figure out how he can be the best for you, he's too busy trying to tell you what a woman should be like or what a woman should do or his dream. Run, my friend. You're saving your life. Run. Okay? Run. So-called dating phase, you don't want to give the benefit of the doubt. You're just going to let things happen. It is what it is. And just make sure that you are not flexing. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing extra. You're just, I don't want to say do the bare minimum. Don't go 100% all out. You know what I'm saying? Do the bare minimum because the person that deserves the best is yet to come. The person who wins you or wins your heart deserves the best. Don't put all your, don't go all out, my friend. You don't want to, because that person, you never know, he might be or she might be expecting you to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like, oh, it was easy. Oh, all I had to do was smile. All I had to do was you know, buy a little piece of chocolate, and she didn't cook me a feast. You don't want to give everything right now. That's not a person you want to keep, because at the end of the day, they'll know, oh, okay, all I had to do was do this. It's easy. So you want to save the goodies or whatever what you consider the greatest for later. So this is the type of person you want to keep. Somebody who will be willing to stay with you and stick with you, even though you're not giving them the goodies, even though you're not cooking for them, even though blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're not doing the absolute most, you're not giving into everything that they want. Because once you do that, then that whole getting to know you phase is over, because now they know everything about you. They know they didn't dip their sauce in it. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. They didn't rest in it. They didn't came in it. Okay? They didn't planted a seed in it. They didn't stumped on it. They didn't graduated in it. My friend, you don't want that. That's not what we want. That's not what we're about. Okay? Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Okay? And this word, you'd be like, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Right? And it is a word that people don't even understand. You cannot even love yourself. And people think that the word love yourself or that phrase is just basically like, oh, I'm about to go bankrupt. I'm about to go spend all my money, all my rent money, buying me some shoes, buying this. Or they just misconstrued that whole phrase as being bitter, being nasty, or being mean, or being rude. Why? That's not loving yourself, or spoiling yourself with things that you don't need. That's not loving yourself. Truly loving yourself is disciplining yourself. Disciplining yourself on the things that you admire the most. Making sure that you don't eat the whole damn cake. Okay? Loving your child also means that you don't give them everything that they want. You got to discipline them and make sure they understand the values. You should apply that love yourself technique to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So once you establish that disciplinary value to yourself, you can also add that in, you can also make that point to the person who is interested in being with you. So that way you're not gonna spoil them or expect or accept. You're not gonna accept anything that they give at you. You're gonna know, you're gonna think, you're gonna really think. Because if you're disciplining yourself, it's easy for you to, disciplining equals love yourself, you know, and taking care of yourself, healthy, health-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally. So once that person comes into your life, then you can actually really, really deeply penetrate the meaning of loving yourself through that person by actually analyzing the things that he does or what she does. So that way you're disciplining the thought process of his actions. You're disciplining the actions that he does to you, that he applies to you. He's not, you know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Loving yourself first means that you know how to take care of yourself. You know how to value yourself. You know what you need in your life. That's loving yourself. You know what you need. You know what you want. You got to separate the needs and you got to separate the wants. Okay? And just understanding that no one can complete you. You can only complete you. You are the only one that can complete yourself. Don't wait for this Tom, Jerry, or whatever his name is going to be, or her name, to complete you. Complete yourself first. So whatever he brings to the table, or she brings to the table, it's just an additional, you know what I'm saying? That's the extra change, that extra sauce. You know what I'm saying? That juice. So don't make him be the person that's actually building the building. You are your own building. And basically he's just furniture. You know what I'm saying? It sounds really bad, but at the end of the day, if the person is not for you, you can change that furniture. But you still got that house though. So no one can complete you. And you gotta know that, this whole 50-50 thing, it's not really 50-50. I don't know who came up with that, but they failed us. They failed this whole damn generation. Or for century. They failed this whole damn century. 50-50 does not exist, okay? You want to do, if you're really committed to the person, if the person has shown commitment to you, then you can go 100. Sometimes you have to be 100, or you got to be 80% towards that person when they need you. You got to know that you got to be with someone who can be 100 for you when the time is needed. If you're sick, if you don't feel well, if you cannot pay the bill this month, you got to know that this person can, and that's teamwork. It's not 50-50. You got to just, okay? Does that make sense? All right. If you have to bend over backwards to keep that person around, if you got to go way out your way to make sure, if you feel like you have to bend over backwards to keep that person, he is not worthy of being kept. That's you. Now that's when that love yourself applies to you. If you feel, the moment you feel that you have to bend over or go out of your way for somebody, eliminate him. Eliminate her. Eliminate them. You heard me? You heard? They gotta go. Because you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to bend or go out your way to keep. If you feel like if you don't do such and such, then the person's gonna leave, my friend, let them go. Because I'm gonna tell you this: you cannot keep a person that don't want to be kept. You cannot keep a woman that don't want to be kept. You cannot keep a man that don't want to be kept. Once you and that's the whole love yourself first. That let me sleep with him so he can stay with me. No, boo. The moment you feel, now this is when loving yourself really, really comes into play. The moment you feel that you gotta go out of your way, out of your standards. What I mean, the things that you hold for yourself, your disciplinary tablet or notes for you. Once you gotta go, you gotta take away from you to make sure this person stays, you gotta go. He gotta go. The moment you feel like you gotta take away from yourself or take away from the standards that you've built and written and demanded for you, something that you kept for you, the moment that you feel, he got to go, my friend, because then that person will keep taking and taking bits and pieces of you. They will keep taking pieces of you until you are no longer yourself, right? You're there to just make sure the person stays. You're no longer loving yourself anymore because now it's all about this person. Then now you no longer belong to yourself. You are no longer showing the love for yourself. That's what love yourself really means. And you can do all of these things to keep someone, right? So all of these things that I mentioned, you can do those things. You can make sure that you're keeping the right person, but at the end of the day, a person that want to be kept, right? A person that wants to be kept will do the things that makes him want to be kept. You know what I'm saying? He will do the things that makes you want to keep him or her around. You're not going to have to bend over backwards. You're not going to have to remove things of your life or sacrifice things that takes away from you to keep him around. Complete yourself. Okay? Love yourself completely. Do you until he comes around. Okay? Or until she comes around. And don't invest everything. Don't invest your feelings. Don't invest too much of your time, because a person that wants to be kept, you can be a person that don't know how to cook. You can be a person that don't have enough money. You can be a person that just, doesn't have that much time, but if that person want to be kept by you, they're going to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do in order to keep you. You heard. All right. And if you like this video, if you have any pointers, please comment down below and subscribe. Now you can like. Now you can press like, okay? Press that like button and press that subscribe button. Make sure it's gray so you know. So you know that when I post a video, then you'll be the first to know. Like, who would want that? That's VIP status, my friend. So go ahead and click on the video. I don't know. I think my baby's awake, but I'm gonna go and take care of my baby. All right. Good night. All right.